Hello and welcome to Manga 96, and today we're going to talk about High School DxD. Today we continue with discovering the relationship that Issei has with his harem, with this video covering his relationship with a mischievous Onesan black cat, a bewitching school nurse, a happy-go-lucky magician, a tsundere vampire noble, and a nine-tailed fox Oyakodon. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as we spoil a lot of things in this video. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you gonna read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with Kuroka. Kuroka is the elder sister of Koneko. She met Issei in volume 5 when she tried to take Koneko with Issei and Trias stopping her. He fought her for Koneko and almost punched her in the face, but stopped at the last moment and warned her that if she ever tried anything again, his fist wouldn't stop. During Koneko's mating season, she made matters a little worse by stimulating Koneko and Issei. Although she stopped her sister, she still began to seduce Issei because she wants his genes for strong babies, which she tried with Wally, but he denied, though it was stopped by Koneko. Issei later learns about her past while she is receiving healing and tells Koneko that she is a good person, although she remains a naughty cat. She has an attraction towards Issei and later develops strong romantic feelings for him. She reappears in volume 7, claiming Issei became more manly and asked him to have children with her because she's interested in stronger genes and the holders of the sacred gears of the heavenly dragons would potentially make powerful offsprings. But Koneko refuses to give Issei to her. The reason why she proposed Issei her offer was because she was initially refused by Wally. In volume 11, when Koneko enters mating season, Kuroka attempts to seduce Issei after she managed to revert Koneko back to normal. Although this attempt is interrupted by an exhausted Koneko declaring that Issei is hers. Kuroka leaves and quietly tells Issei to look after her sister, showing how much she cares for her sister and how much she trusts him. While recovering due to her injuries from Sao, she explains to Issei the reason why she killed her master. Issei later lessens his hostility towards her, claiming she is clumsier than he is. Unamused by the conversation, she claims that she doesn't want to hear that from him, but she thanked him as he leaves, though she pretends to be asleep. In volume 14, during her stay at the Hyoudou residence, they became friendlier as Issei was willing to help the two sisters reconcile their relationship when the time comes, adding that Koneko's smile was the most important thing to him. Kuroka finally understood the reason why all the girls around Issei were falling for him, claiming that he was more charming than normal handsome man, indicating that she has developed romantic feelings for Issei as well. In volume 15, she became slightly closer to Issei, hugging him while rubbing her cheeks against his, telling him that he shouldn't become like the evil dragons and remain being the Oppai dragon, while sitting on his lap. It is also revealed by Issei that ever since then she has been staying with him, she has been getting closer to him more often. In volume 24, their relationship became even closer than ever upon learning the full truth about the Nekomata sisters' upbringing. They had a heartfelt moment where Kuroka admitted to him she kept the hard truth hidden from her sister to protect her. Kuroka then hugged Issei, pleading to continue living peacefully with him and her sister, promising to make amends for any trouble she caused them and fight off any threats in the future. Issei hugged her back, assuring that he will protect her and Koneko, thus establishing each other as a family now. Through their communication, Kuroka revealed that she fell in love with Issei because he was kind to her sister Koneko and gave her and Kuroka a place to live, and seeing him smile made her heart filled with love. Kuroka then confesses her love to Issei, which he accepts and wishes to have children with him. After the confession, Kuroka begins to call Issei by his name and kisses him for the first time. In volume 25, Kuroka became much more seductive and affectionate towards Issei after the proposal, such as wanting to have many children with him, nibbling his ear and sleeping with him. Kuroka said to Rosuese while rubbing her belly that in the near future she will have Issei's child. While celebrating at the Hyoudou residence following the defeat of Vidar, the girls Asia, Zenovia, Irina, Akeno, Kuroka, Koneko, Rosuese and Trias tell Issei to show his love for them, which he does, and tells them that every one of them is his bride. This statement reveals that Issei is now planning to marry all 8 of them. Moving on to Ryogan. They first met at the Grammar training area in volume 23, where Ryogan has become Issei's advisor for the Azazel Cup. She took an interest in Issei, flirting with him and calling him cute, which causes Issei to become embarrassed. She then asks if Issei doesn't like older women as she's over a century-year old, to which Issei responds that he sees her as a beautiful Onesan in her early 20s, much to Ryogan's happiness, and this causes Asya, Zenobia, Irina, Rusvaisa and Ravel to become jealous. Ryogan finds Issei's words too comforting and is happy that he complimented her. After this, she tells Issei that she will be watching his match against Dulio. After the match, she reappeared before Issei again and joins his team, while at the same time pledging her and her preacher's service under him. In exchange, she will dedicate all of herself to him. In volume 24, they seem to have become closer, as Ryogan was willing to assist Issei with guarding the Azazel Cup against any threats, for which Issei was grateful. In true volume 2, Ryogan became one of Issei's brides attending the wedding ceremony in the vision Shinigami made Issei, hinting that Ryogan will fall in love with Issei and became one of his future brides. During the rating game, Issei expresses his concern for Ryogan when she went to fight her opponents alone in an injured state and wanted to assist her, but was stopped by Ravel. After learning that she will be a temporary nurse of Ko Academy, he was thinking of hurting himself to visit her in the infirmary and was tempted when she said that she can cure his virginity. Ryogan is shown to desire to become his lover as she needs to find a husband after being disowned by the Belphegor clan. Moving on to Lefe. Lefe is the witch of the Valley team whom Issei meets in volume 9, where it is revealed that she is a huge fan of his show Brass Dragon Emperor Oppai Dragon for short, wanting to shake hands with Issei and ask for an autograph upon meeting him. She later gives him advice on boosting his magic power as well as choosing a magician to form a contract with. She herself was considered a perfect candidate to be that magician by Ravel's statistic, but unfortunately Ravel refused to let her take up that position because of Lefe's status as a terrorist of the Valley team rendered it impossible for her to become publicly associated with Issei. However, Lefe was able to become Issei's contracted magician because it was revealed in volume 16 that because the Valley team had been pardoned of their crimes and that Arthur had requested Issei to take her as his contract magician for the reason of protecting her. Issei accepted his request and asked Ravel, who agreed since she said that since the group has been pardoned of their crimes, Lefe has become a legitimate magician to hire. She appears to have some affection towards Issei, expressing desire to go on a shopping date with him. She also quietly expressed jealousy while watching Issei's brides fight over him. After the Hell disaster, Lefe and Issei went to revisit their contract following Issei's promotion, as Issei told her that he would always like to be with her, causing her to blush. She later came and blushingly stated that she too would like to remain as his exclusive contracted magician. Moving on to Elmenhilde. Upon their first meeting, Issei disliked her for her intention to take Gasper for his ability and was angered when she discriminated Issei for claiming him to be nothing more than a mere servant with no qualification, despite being the Red Dragon Emperor. After the events that traumatized her in volume 16 and reunited in Worldly Desires of Steel short story after he saved her from a stray devil and touched by his kindness, her selfish demeanor has lowered and they seem to have developed a friendly relationship, with Elmenhilde appearing to have also developed feelings for him. Eventually, her feelings for Issei is what led her to join his team for the Azazel Cup. While having a picnic with the members of Issei's and Rise's peerage, Elmenhilde listened on the girls' stories of Issei saving them while taking down notes of the criteria needed to get Issei's attention. At the end of the volume, she watched alongside Lefe as Issei's brides fought over him and wondered how she could get into the fight. Moving on to Yasaka. In volume 9, he helped save Yasaka from the Hero faction using her ley lines to summon Great Red. After the Hero faction retreated, he then helped Kuno to wake her mother's conscience using his bilingual with Su Wukong's assistance. They met once again in volume 19, where she entrusted Kuno to him and attempted to seduce him to have children with her, by Kuno's protest to have little brothers or sisters, much to Kuno's annoyance. They both have friendly relationships. In True Volume 2, Yasaka became one of Issei's brides, attending the wedding ceremony in the vision Shinigami made for Issei, hinting Yasaka will fall in love with Issei and became one of his future brides alongside with her daughter Kuno. In True Volume 3, Yasaka started to show her feelings for Issei when watching him with Rosweise and replaced her to make babies after she fell asleep. Later, she appeared in the same bath that Issei, saying that she wanted to increase his fighting spirit before the battle as his partner via sex and wanting to have his child. She also revealed to be lonely, wanting a gentleman in her life, and sought Issei to bear a child while convincing Kuno to accept it, as she watched them until they were interrupted by Rias and Akeno. And lastly, Kuno. At first, she was under the impression that Issei kidnapped her mother and attacked him and his friends. After he saved her mother from the hero faction in Kyoto, Kuno developed a crush on Issei and told him she would always wait for him. She began living with Issei sometime after Volume 19. Kuno became somewhat territorial towards Issei when her mother flirts with him. She hopes to grow up with breasts as big as her mother to attract Issei. In True Volume 3, she started to fear losing Issei to her mother and becoming his daughter if he marries Yasaka, getting upset at her mother for making advances towards Issei, while Yasaka tried to calm her, saying that it wouldn't be any problem. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on Issei's relationship with Kuroka, Ryogan, Lefe, Elmenhilde, Yasaka and Kuno. And that'll be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.